Shane. Hello, everybody. Whoop. Okay. What's going on? I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Shane. I don't know what's going on there. How are y'all doing? Try again.
like what Shane did it again. Let me jump out.
Okay. Jump out. Move that one. Okay. Up. Better now?
I don't know, is it?
Yes, much better.
All
What
right.
you have going on there? Sound like you're in a spaceship.
I have no clue. Maybe I am.
I get to be back on my deck. 75.
Yeah, well, yeah, I went out back and was pulling weeds out of my garden and shit. Thought, I have to start wearing gloves because shit, my hands were bleeding like there was.
Yes.
I wonder if I have any blood left.
You should always wear gloves because, well, here we got black widows and brown recluse. I won't pull no weeds without.
We do too up here, but those
Oh,
things, those things don't bug me. Spiders don't bug me whatsoever.
you're too mean to bite.
Well, they bite me and they end up dying. Spiders don't bug me whatsoever.
Oops. It's the only way I can see chat.
So, what do you want to talk about, Bonnie? You sent me a text said you wanted to talk.
I sent you a text saying I wanted to talk.
Yeah. What'd you say? Hey, let me go
The
look.
title is Let's Talk.
Well, maybe that. Yeah, maybe that was what you said.
Hey, everyone in chat. It's good to see y'all.
Yeah, I must have.
Andy Well.
I misunderstood something, and I apologize.
It's all right. Well, one of the things I want to talk about is I think a few of us, me included, I'll admit it, need to give people more of a chance and maybe not judge so quickly. Yeah, I kind of do.
And here's the deal: is just because that someone jumps on and gives you one aspect of their life, that doesn't mean their whole life is shitty. That just means
True.
that part of the life you don't want to deal with on them.
Right.
But the rest of their life may be beautiful. We've all
Exactly.
got we've all got shitty parts, trust me.
Excuse me. Yes. I had a horrible childhood. I had a pretty messed up first 30 years, but you overcome it. You survive and you go on.
Well, and here's the deal.
And yes,
Yes,
there's
you grow up hard and you grow up. Some of us grow up abused, some of us don't. But when you're an adult
you make your
and
own
you
choices.
have figured out how to manage your life, you have figured out how to deal with that. Some of us. Now, some of us don't, but yeah, you move on. You have to remember that what happened to you as a child is not, or as a young adult, is not everybody else's fault. It's not.
No, I don't blame everybody else.
No, no, I don't either. I can tell you stories that would haunt you for days, but I don't
That's,
do it because it's just not worth. That was just something that was stupidity, and part of it was mine. But you just that's a thing of the past, and that's where I leave it's in the past.
yep, yeah. That's why I don't completely give my testimony here or any of that because I'm not ready.
Well, and there's no
The
sense in
world's
it.
not ready.
Yeah, well, and here's the thing: is some things are not made to be known public. Some things
Right.
are just made to be kept private. Some things need to be aired so you can get some clarity. And I understand all of that. But it's a lot of times that you can just, if there's any way possible, ignore it. And now, if you can't ignore it, then you're going to have to air it because that's the only way it's going to get away from your memory. And yes, you have to air it to public sometimes if it's really bad. Because then it goes away. Because then you're either embarrassed to talk about it or it's all been aired, so there's no more issue.
But at the same time, if it can help somebody to stay out of that situation,
Yeah, but there's a lot that leads up to the situation that was created. And you got to remember that you've got to tell that part of the story too. And a lot of people don't like telling that part of the story
right?
because sometimes you kind of instigated it, but yet it went awry. So now you sound like the instigator, and they had no fault. Sometimes, it just happened because they're jackasses.
There's a lot of
So,
those out there.
oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Not you.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a jackass. I
Okay,
am.
sometimes.
Yes, I am.
We
There's
all are.
and my brother will tell you, I'm a hard-headed SOB, and I'm very tough to deal with at times.
You know, Shane. Hey,
Hey,
everybody. Hey,
Crystal and
everybody.
Robert.
Hey,
A lot
Crystal,
of
hey,
people,
Z-Man.
yeah, a
Hey,
lot of
Shane.
people do want to point their finger and say it's this person, that person. If you look in the mirror, you're most likely going to see the person that needs to do the changing.
Well,
Hey,
and I'll
Crystal.
tell you, I got up today out of my chair and went and looked in the mirror.
Crystal.
Oh, yeah. It's been like 3 days
Hey, Robert.
since I looked in the friggin' mirror. And I wasn't real
How's it going,
impressed.
Bobby?
I wasn't real impressed with what I seen,
Good,
but yet
Robert.
it was not horrible either. So
Well,
I'm
that's
thinking,
good.
okay, yeah, I'm thinking, okay, I can get this shit back. I used to be, one of those people that I loved to look at myself in the mirror. I thought I was beautiful.
Well,
Come on,
I ain't never thought of me as that.
No, I never have
Well,
either.
and no one ever accused me of being that. I always just had my own.
I'm more beautiful inside than I am out.
Maybe a
Well,
little
I
ego there, Shane.
do what, hon?
Maybe a little ego.
Yes, I have a big ego, and
It,
sometimes it overbears me.
What's going on, Robert? Get
um,
your finger up.
my mother told me that my niece, that one of my other nephew, one's at Fort Hood, and the other one's at Brandon's at the other one in Texas, and they're saying the fire caught on and they might have to evacuate. Is that nearby you?
They have to evacuate from what?
Their house. They got to be on high alert.
Because of the fires?
Yeah, because the smoke's clearing, coming towards
Yes.
their everything.
Yes, that's about 2 hours north of me, and it's already taken out like 60,000 acres of land. It's the biggest one in Texas history. So
My sister or my niece is having a baby, their first one, and I hope everything's gonna be okay. So
I do too. I'm
yeah,
sure that they will get her to a safe place.
yeah,
Um, there, I mean, we have. I'm sure she's close to a hospital.
yeah. If they have to live on base, they would have to live on base. But you know,
Okay, so that's right. They're like
Thank
Fort
God we
Hood,
got with
or
yeah,
yeah. Okay, yeah, they'll be taken care of. Don't worry about them, Robert.
yeah, yeah. So I heard that today.
Yeah, Texas is pretty good about taking care of their people. Problem we have is at the border. We have
Yeah,
got to stop the border, and that's what I keep. Well, there was several of us in the chat today with the convoy begging them to just come line up at the border, all the borders. They have got to stop it because the child trafficking that's going on is awful. Our
yeah.
Amber Alerts are daily. They are just getting more and more. And then we got the wildfires going on. Every day I have a fire alert that
Yeah, I got one more quick thing to tell you, Chris. Real quick, Crystal. Or Bonnie. Shane, did you hear Potato Head today?
No, I actually did not.
Oh, you're gonna love it. He says that I'm not telling the U.S. nothing.
I
He had a
I
speech.
I quit turning on the damn computer and the TV until Mike comes on. I don't turn it on unless Bonnie calls me or we text. I do not turn the damn thing on because I'm so
It
sick of
was.
hearing. And I did something stupid the other night. Yeah, and I jumped on a Dingle and Berries show, and so I'm sure that just fueled them. So I'm just no, I just don't.
You
I
know
just
that
quit
there's a
turning the damn
reporter.
thing on. I haven't done it for 2 weeks. I haven't turned the damn thing on for 2 weeks, other than Mike coming on.
so what was said that bothered you, Robert?
You know, like one reporter that hassle him all the time. That head guy. I'm not sure what his name is, but
Is he from CNN?
no, he's on our side. He's a good. He's the one
Oh,
that gives him.
Is it the Robert? Is it the one that the press secretary don't like so much?
Yeah.
Yeah, his tall. What is his name, man? I
Okay.
know his name and I can't think of it.
But that made me it's just he's he goes
Peter
to,
or something. Peter.
yeah, I know they not, yeah, Peter Song.
First
He
name.
went to Ukraine's border 16 miles, and he hasn't even gone to ours yet. Now you tell me 80 million people voted for that?
no,
You know, it's
I'm
sickening.
going to tell you, when we
it
protect
is.
everybody else's border and we send billions of dollars over there, but we can't protect our own,
Yeah,
Oh,
we got a jacked up situation going here.
yeah. It costs too much to finish the wall. Haha.
yeah, I
Yeah.
know. Yep.
Yeah,
Bonnie.
bullshit.
Bonnie, I heard that Abbott purchased all that stuff that was left there, and that the
Yes,
ranchers there are giving up some land so they can put it up.
yes. And
No, well,
Texas is now,
he didn't get to purchase the stuff that the government owned. They would not let him purchase that. But
right.
what he did do is purchase new material that they could put up and finish the damn thing. Now
Yeah,
that's what did happen. But he could
Okay.
yes,
not purchase because they picked up all that crap that the government paid for and they moved it so he couldn't touch it.
yeah,
And I think that's BS. I think
Yes,
that
it
is
is.
because it was already paid for to be put up.
yeah.
It's
So
still
now
Yeah,
throwing
Texas
some money
has
out
to
there.
pay for it. Well, no,
oh
now
yeah.
Texas has to pay for it, not the government, Texas, because
Well,
the government
and you
won't.
know what? Good.
Yep,
Texas can pay for it, and then that means they can protect it. They have
exactly,
no control by the government, and they
exactly.
can do what the hell they want down there.
Yes, we can.
And that is perfect. When the government has that kind of control, there's nothing but a catastrophe waiting to happen. And hence, here it
Yep.
is.
Well,
Hey,
my
Crystal,
governor
we
is.
we had a good show today, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. You
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
Um,
Bonnie. It was perfect show. It was really good.
Thank you,
I'm
Robert.
so glad I live in Florida. So far, DeSantis is awesome.
Yeah, but y'all have your own stuff there. Every state does.
Yeah.
Everyone needs to get to every capital, wherever they live. Um, I am trying. I'm Facebooking like crazy, trying to get people to get to the capital. Me by myself, what am I going to accomplish? Not one thing. Um, I'm emailing the governor. Well,
You need to contact everybody you know, Bonnie, and get up here and see me. To hell with contacting the capital. Get up here and see me. Because one day all this shit may crash, and then it's just going to be no one.
Well, Bonnie, you remember when it was in the Bible where they walked around and they just blew trumpets and sung? I've
yes,
Yeah.
always thought about, you know, if you could get a lot of people to do that, you
yes,
know, they just
horns,
walk
whatever.
around it, walk
Yep,
around it, and then get on your knees and pray, and then get up and walk around it again.
yep. Did you see at the truckers convoy? They had those. I don't even know what you call them, and they're like a tube
Yeah,
thing and spiraled,
yeah,
and
that
they
is
blow with
called.
those.
The air horns.
No, no, no.
No,
There's, they're,
they're like wooden, aren't they?
yes, they are. They're what Christians can blow on, and I can't think of the name of it. I know what it is though.
To me, it looks like there's something from Africa or uh, I've
Oh,
seen
you're
where.
talking. You're talking about the. You're talking about those. Yeah, I'm not a. I'm going to tell you. We had some bad omen when a lady come up and blowed her big spiral horn off of a ram or some crap. And we had some bad omen for about 2 years. So
Really?
yeah, oh yeah, I'm not huge about that.
Okay. Well, forget that. Well, I've got
But
the New Year's party maker things, and I've got my flags, and that's all I need. I got a whistle or something that'll make noise.
yeah, well, I got my voice.
I can't yell. I try to yell, and it just don't happen.
where I live in Florida, if you took the palm trees out, you wouldn't think it was Florida. You'd think it's a little country hick town. You blink when
Well,
you go through.
you
Well,
took
that's
out the palm trees, you'd look like Beaver America.
So,
Big old desert.
yeah, Bonnie, I showed a photo today. Mr. T holding the soccer ball. He has the ball now.
oh wow.
I've seen a couple of things today, and I didn't mean to turn on the computer, but Mike had said something, so I turned it on, and I've seen a couple of things today that I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of people putting out there a lot of silly shit that I don't think I'm going to jump on right now, and I probably won't comment on right now. I want to give it a day or two to see where it lands, and then I'll have an opinion, because I think a lot of times people put out shit that we respect, people that we respect, and they put it out. Now we comment on it, and then it turns out to be horse shit, and I'm not real impressed with that anymore. So now
Shane,
I'm like,
how about
man?
Last night? Last night, did you see about Will Smith?
My brother told me about it this morning, where Will Smith walked up and smacked the shit out of. Yeah.
Something Rock. I don't know.
Yeah, Chris
I
Rock.
think that was staged.
Well, and it don't make a shit whether it was or not, but either way, I think that was a good idea.
I don't like him.
Well, if
like
he said
neither one.
If he said what I saw he said, and the wife has the disease that's given her hair loss, then yeah, he deserved that. I feel that.
Yeah, he was about that old gal that was having that hair loss. And she had shaved her head or some shit because she had some kind of shit on her head. And
it's Will Smith's wife.
Yeah.
Oh, is that Zeta?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So he's defended his wife.
Yeah. They have an open marriage. Did y'all know that?
Yeah, no, if he walked up there and smacked the shit out of Chris Rock over that.
Yeah, but Shane, he was laughing before that, but when he looked over there and seen her eyes roll, that's when he went up there.
Well, I don't know. I didn't see it. All I know is, I'm sorry. You talk about my wife. I may be in the wrong, but I'm going to go smack the shit out of you, and then we'll visit about it afterwards.
Especially in a public forum like that. That was the wrong place, wrong time to be cracking a joke about her when you know she's probably self-conscious about it anyway, that put the attention on her.
Well.
Oh, absolutely. No, I'll go. I don't give a shit if you're The Rock. I guarantee you, I'll smack the shit out of you. And you'll know I did it.
Yep.
I don't give two craps.
But them two are evil people anyway. Maybe
well, yes, they're all evil, but still, you don't talk about somebody's wife, and I'm sorry.
If we was to do that, we'd get arrested. I'm sure they talked about it at the after party.
About somebody's wife, and I don't care if there's federal agents there. I will smack your ass in front of them because you do not talk about my wife or the person I love. I will.
Or anybody in your family, right, Shane? Or anybody.
That's just a fact. Yeah, you just don't do that.
No, I had a bug on me. Sorry.
Oh.
So, any
Yeah,
rattlesnakes lately, Bonnie?
no, I haven't, but I haven't been digging around for them. I'm sure when
Arizona.
I start moving things,
Yeah.
we'll probably see a few rattlers. Hey, my
Yeah, I'm
zipper's
just.
gone.
I hate snakes.
I do too. Oh, I'll be
The
out
only
there
good
with
snake is a dead snake, and that's a
I'll
Well,
be
fact.
out there with my
yeah,
snake zapper. I'm not. I don't go doing that without
yeah. My best friend's son's
something.
got two dragons, lizard dragons. Now I'll get them out and take and play with them, but not no
Do you know
snakes.
a rattler can strike 10 feet?
Nope.
Well, they can strike up to double or up to their length
Yeah.
plus one. So they can strike, yeah, but if they're 4 foot, yeah, that's 8 foot. They can jump out there and say hello. But yeah,
Yes.
that's why I always say the only good snake is a dead snake. I don't tolerate any of them. I don't care if it's a damn garden snake. I'll kill the damn thing. My
I
You're
got
brother said,
lucky
don't
living.
kill bull snakes. I'm going, bullshit. I'm
Out
killing
of
them.
25 years growing up in Arizona, I'm glad I never got bit by a snake. So
Well, so far, I'm 50 years old, never been hit by a rattlesnake, but I'm going to tell you, I've been close.
I've been bit by a reclusive. What is it called? Like a reclusive,
brown recluse.
brown reclusive. Yeah. I didn't
Yeah.
go to the
Oh,
hospital. I just cleaned it myself and took care of it.
yeah, I've been hit by 2 or 3 of them. I've had some skin fall out.
Yep.
4 or 5 years later, it quits. So now it's not even there anymore. You can't even see the damn mark where it was. No, I've been hit by it.
Mine was on my stomach and my arm.
is it
My
windy there?
spiders don't jackal me much. Not saying if I got hit right now, it probably wouldn't kill me, but I know before they'd hit me and give me a hell of a bite. Brown recluse or black widow, and I'd get a little sore spot, and other than that, I'd
From a
go on. My skin was so damn tough, though. So I've been a carpenter my whole life, and
Oh, okay.
so they never could really. They could penetrate a little bit, but they never could get apparently deep enough to do any good. My little brother was
Where's Dorinda at tonight?
Hey,
do
Vonda.
what?
She's down
Where?
there.
Huh?
She's in chat.
Oh,
Who's that? Gigi?
Dorinda.
Dorinda.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Dorinda's down
she's
there
down
too.
there.
Um, I'm not trying to argue with anybody, but when my mother was in her 20s, she had a goiter, thyroid goiter, and when they did the surgery, she lost all of her hair. And so new growth started growing, and sometimes she'd wear a wig and sometimes she wouldn't. It depended on who she was going to be around because some people would make fun of her and some wouldn't. So I'm just saying that is possible.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and it's possible to grow your own damn teeth back.
Yes.
Yes, you heard me correctly. It's possible to grow your own teeth back if you got
How do you
busted
do
off
this?
teeth.
It's a combination of things. I think eggshells is one of them.
Oh,
Yes. Eggshells is one of them. It's high in protein. Yes, eggshells. Let's say you boil eggs. Take them eggshells and crush them up into a powder and
Yep.
start taking them. That high protein, it's so high in protein that you will, trust me, I've got two teeth that I didn't have before.
Well, I had C. diff, and I had it for like 2.5 months, and because of the acid, it ate all my teeth out. I got 5 teeth on the bottom.
Well, I got all my teeth on the bottom. Well, I got a cavity or three, but I I don't have. Well, I fell and knocked out on my front teeth.
Yeah,
Well,
you
I
have
could
to have
go.
something to start with. It's not just
Yeah. Well, I'm on
growing the teeth.
Medicaid and Medicare. I can actually go get them done. I just hadn't.
Oh, they won't pay for me to do it with that.
Oh, really? They'll
Yep.
pay for mine to get pulled out, and they'll pay for me to get some more put in.
They won't pay for dental at all on me.
Mm.
Oh, they will on me, but I'm not going to do it.
Today, I had to pay $100 for an inhaler because they wouldn't
Oh
cover
my.
that.
Shit, I went and got an inhaler just 2 weeks ago, and they pay for all my shit. I don't even have a copay when I go in the
I didn't
emergency
understand
department.
it. That's I called them and asked them what's going on because an EpiPen, you know how much an EpiPen is, and they
Oh,
give me a
shit.
double. They give me a double pack, and it was only $4.
I can't do an EpiPen because my blood pressure, when it's so high,
Yes, you would be a
they
bad.
won't. Yeah, no, that would stroke me out. Boom.
I
In a
only.
second.
I had to pay. I got 5 prescriptions today, and it was only $2.70.
I got three the other day, and it didn't cost me a damn dime.
Yep. Mine's free from Humana.
I don't have Humana. I have God, what is the name of that?
Adrian, I saw you in chat today.
I have Sooner Care,
I was there.
so it's
No, I'm in
Oklahoma
my
Health
show.
Care.
Yeah, I was there.
Oh, yeah. How did you like the earpiece?
Oh, that was hilarious.
Dorinda, can I ask you a question?
Yes, you may.
What the hell did you do to your hair? The
I
top of
got a
it's all so
perm.
curly and kinky.
I
You
got
got
my
some
perm.
kinky ass hair going on. What the hell's going on?
I love it.
I got
I
my
want to do
perm.
that so bad because
No,
it's
no,
a
I think it's awesome. I was
straight
just wondering what you
mess.
did.
I like curlier hair than what I'm endowed with. We'll put it that way, because it's poker fucking straight. The curl that was in my hair was from my perm from 2 years ago.
Yep. They used to last me about that long.
Yeah, but it's a little curlier, but it'll relax in a couple of weeks. I
Yeah,
hope. Fuck.
it will.
But I think
Yeah,
it
I
looks
didn't.
awesome. I
Yeah,
feel
I
like a new
thought you
lady.
had your hair done.
Pardon?
I said I thought you got something to your hair done.
Yep. I got it done on Friday.
I got mine done, and they didn't cut it like I wanted it. So I got to go back and get it cut like I wanted it.
Crystal, I saw you all dolled up a night or two ago.
All dolled up.
Yes.
I had never come on here with makeup and stuff.
Not here.
Oh, you talking about when I was at my best friend's house?
Yes.
I wasn't dolled up there either. I had night clothes on. I had no makeup on.
yeah, I didn't either. I don't
Even
think I've ever
Christina
had
noticed
makeup
it.
on.
Christina was like, because she was above you.
Yeah. I had a clip like I got now pulling my hair back out of my face, but
All right.
I'd put a clip in
You
my
look
hair, but I
nice.
don't think there's enough hair back there to clip it. I got lots of hair. It's just all transparent.
if you can't laugh at yourself, you can't laugh at others.
No, absolutely.
Oh, shame.
What, hon? Yeah, I'm a
You're
little ornery tonight. I'm sorry.
no, you're a mess.
Yes, I'm a mess.
So,
You don't.
Gigi, if you're
You
babysitting
probably
on
don't.
Thursday night, how the hell are you going to have a show?
Gigi's a mess every night. It don't matter if she's babysitting or
I don't
not.
know how I reminded her that she has to babysit Thursday night because I never said shit about babysitting. Maybe the
Gigi's
curly
a
hair
mess.
reminded her of the kid. I don't know.
Nah, Gigi's. I love Gigi to death. She's a beautiful person, but she is a friggin' mess. I'll give you that.
Are you okay?
Hello, Garrett Spies, whatever it's called.
Sarah,
Well,
sorry,
I
I
just
forgot to mute.
stopping in for a little bit, saying hi and talked a little bit. So,
I'm glad you came by, Robert.
Are
Thank
you
you.
leaving?
We love it.
Love you, Robert.
Yeah, I love you guys. Take care,
You
you
having a
guys.
show tomorrow?
I'll probably on 5, probably 5
Okay.
or 4, somewhere around there.
All right. Well, have a good evening. I
Yeah,
love
you
you.
too. Yeah, take care, you guys. Same. Chat.
All right, Robert. Thank you.
Yeah, take it easy.
Hugs.
I wish it was so easy to go to sleep at this time. I
I
take my
hope
night medicines, and it takes like 2 hours for them to hit me. Or I
he
get in the
eased
chat
his
to start
mind.
talking. Yeah. Or get in the
Hey,
chat to
have
talk.
Bonnie send you some of that stuff she sent me. It won't take you 2 hours to go to sleep. I promise.
I have no
You can get
problem
it on
falling asleep.
Amazon.
When I go to bed, I have no problem falling asleep. Say my prayers, boom, I'm out cold.
Yeah.
Well, that's the way I am at 2 o'clock in the morning. Not before then.
Told me it's before then.
My brother sends me a cattle trailer. No, you're going to love this, guys. My brother sends me a picture of the back end of a cattle trailer. It says, caution, floor covered with political promises. And you know there's nothing but horse shit and cow shit in the back of that damn thing. I'm thinking, now that's too damn funny right there. That is good.
Because I needed it.
I better send him that LOL too funny. He's going to be blowing me up. Bonnie?
What?
Are you still blowing my brother up?
No.
Don't lie to me.
I am not.
Because remember, he tells me everything.
Okay. Earlier I did. Right now I'm talking to a girlfriend.
Yeah, I'd send a text and do the talk text, and I forget to hit mute.
Nah, my brother, he says, damn it, Shane, you have to talk to Bonnie because she's blowing me up.
I'm
I
not
said,
so
about
sure I
what?
like that.
And
phrase.
Do what?
I'm not so sure I like that phrase.
What's that?
Blowing me up.
Well, just visiting with me and very persistent, I should say. So, yes, my brother said something to me. It was either last night or this morning. But he said something to me. I'm like, going, the hell? I was just online with her. What the hell's wrong with her? He says, I'm not ready to take you down there and let you two deal with it. I'm thinking, okay. Sounds good. Let's go.
What, baby?
Uh-oh.
There's a spider on the door. Okay, hang on just a second. Where's Tatum? Go get Tatum.
Okay, Gigi.
And I'm not seeing it. Okay, y'all, I got an issue. I'll be right back.
Okay, Bonnie.
Gotta go kill the spider.
We can still see you.
Yeah, she does have the cutest voice, doesn't she, Gigi?
No, she's a little darling. Oh, here she
Oh,
is. She's
her head
poking her head in there. Hello, darling. Oh, where'd she go? There she is. There she is. She's back over there. You can see her.
Yeah. Yeah, you just want to pinch those little cheeks. Give her kisses on those cheeks.
Gigi says she just wants to pinch her cheeks. And I'm thinking, shit, no, not me. She'd probably get irate and want to come beat me up.
She'll kick you in the shin.
Yes. Well, as short as her legs are, I'm sure it's not going to be the shin.
I said the shin.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be in the shin. I shouldn't even be on here right now.
Yes, Blackwatch. I'd like to see that.
Why shouldn't you be on here?
I don't know. I'm in an honorary mood and just being silly. So
what's got you in an ornery mood?
Oh, here the last week or so, I've been in an honorary mood. I've been in one of those little frisky modes. I just want to jack with people and have fun. And so, yeah. So I look for little things I can jack with somebody with, and I can find a few.
I'm sure you can.
Oh, yeah. Did I say whiskey mood? No, I said frisky mood. I haven't been drinking whiskey. Been staying away from my whiskey.
I can't drink any kind of liquor. If I smell it, I'll throw up.
Yeah, I haven't had Crown in shit, 3 months or so.
It's a little too cold for me to be out getting fresh air and sunshine right now in my neck of the woods. It's minus 22 degrees Celsius, which is like minus 12 in Fahrenheit.
Jane, I don't know what the hell that means. In beanstalk, LOL.
Jack and the Beanstalk?
You need
No,
to wear
it's
green, then you can be Jack in the
well,
beanstalk.
I can do Jack. I just can't do the beanstalk thing. I ain't got that much energy. Can't climb her.
Mm. Above, she says, you need to wear green, then you can be Jack in the Beanstalk.
Oh, oh.
What I just said. Okay.
Yeah, I can get. I'm still going to have to buy some damn. Bonnie tells me not to. Gigi. Bonnie tells me not to get any because she's scared I'm going to show somebody.
You know what? Just do it. But be on her channel. I told you, as long as it's not on my channel, you go dress however you want to. I don't care.
I know. Then we'll be moved to Pornhub.
So, well, no, I'm not even going to go there either. Just as long as it's not here.
Well, that's nice, Black Watch.
Hey, Dorinda, I don't know if you know, but what's his name? Ken Carson's gonna start having his Friday night hair days back.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, just found out today.
With Rob Allen?
Who's he doing it with?
I don't know who he's doing it with. I just heard he was through the channels and stuff that he was. I think Bonnie was there. Was you there, Bonnie, when that was said?
What was said? I'm sorry, babe.
That Ken Carson's gonna start having his Friday night hair days again.
No, I was not.
Yeah,
okay,
I noticed
Gigi,
he jumped
what's
back.
the scoop?
I haven't seen him.
Ken's with her on Thursday night, so maybe he'll spill the beans then.
Dorinda, can we do one at a time?
I don't know. Can we?
I don't know.
I don't think I don't think it's possible.
I'm confused.
Sorry, Crystal. I haven't seen a live from Ken in a while.
Oh, me either.
Yeah,
Is he doing lives? Because I'm not getting notifications if he is.
Well, Ken put out. I think it was today. He put out something.
Well, I wonder why.
And I went and looked. That was a song or something. I can't remember. But I was so damn busy with the guys. I didn't have time to go watch it, so I didn't know what was going on. I had to click off of it and go back to my normal life.
So did he take me off the list? Because usually I get an email and a notification, and I haven't got it.
They might have prescribed you off of YouTube.
Well, what did I do, Ken?
You didn't have to.
Well, it ain't. YouTube's
No, it's not Ken. It's YouTube.
Yeah. YouTube's been unsubscribing people.
I know.
Random.
I know, and I'll have to see if I can find him again. And
good night, Shift Kicker.
YouTube has striked him, so maybe. Heck, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'll check into it.
I was just letting y'all know because I know y'all. I see when I drop in there, sometimes y'all are in there. So
yeah, thank you.
I loved the headbanging nights.
I know.
I had a freaking blast.
Yep, Dorinda's all got her stuff.
I got my guitar, I got my drum, I got my wig. Now I got hair, I don't have to wear a wig.
I got too much hair.
Yeah, I thinned mine out pretty good.
Gigi put in his link from today, Bonnie.
He is coming back. She says, "Sort, not short. Short story. He is coming back." Well,
Well, it says subscribed, and the black bell is black. So I don't know why I didn't get notification.
yeah, and the last I heard, he was moving to Florida. So shit. The hell is he? Moving to Florida? Is he staying here? What the hell is he doing? Make up your mind, damn it. We're getting awful confused around here.
I saw him one day in a trailer. Yeah, yes, I do Black Watch. I work at 10:30 tomorrow till 2:30.
Shane, it could be that way.
Do
You
what?
could come down here for 3 days and say, never mind, and go back home.
Is that what you want me to do?
I'm just saying, you never know.
Is that what you want me to do?
What?
Come down there and see you for 3 days and then leave. Leave you broken hearted.
Real.
Okay. Oh, shit. All right, I got to hit mute for guys just for a second.
Okay. Man, he's a brat. I don't know how y'all put up with him.
He's your online hubby, not me.
So, what else is going on? I heard there was a really bad wreck in Pennsylvania. Was it?
I don't know.
Like a pretty big pile up. But
I'm glad to hear that, Garrett.
I haven't heard anything else about it.
I didn't hear about it at all.
Well, that's all I know that's going on in Texas is wildfires and overrun at the border. They're shooting our border patrol and whoever. They're just shooting across the river at them.
Wow.
Yeah. But you know, that don't matter up there. Let's worry about Ukraine.
Ukraine's getting what, not the people, but Ukraine's getting what they deserve.
Yeah,
not
but
the people in it, the government in it.
Right, but they're getting the people who want to leave out. From what I saw.
And the ones that are Nazis over there are killing their own people. It's not him. It's their own people.
I know. I saw the videos. I mean, I don't know. I saw videos.
Yeah.
But as we know, they can make anything look the way they want it to in a video.
Exactly.
So, discernment.
Or make you look like somebody.
A lot of discernment is needed during this time, and
yep.
It's hard to tell what's what.
I just try to find out what I can find out and then shift through it and see what's good and what ain't.
Zulu Blue Code.
I would like to know that also. I've been intending to look into that because I keep hearing it mentioned a lot.
I haven't heard it before.
Yeah, okay. And that's true, hilarious too. Yeah, I had gotten into the worrying pit for about a week there. But
Yeah. Well, Bonnie,
I'm not worried.
I'm fixing to jump out. I love y'all. I'll try to come in
Okay.
tomorrow night. All right. Love
Thanks for calling.
everybody. All right. Tell
Love
Shane
you.
I said I hope he's doing what does well, and I love him.
Okay, you take care, huh?
You too.
Bye-bye. Yeah.
Oh, damn, I'm getting this tin again. I'll watch it tomorrow.
All I've noticed too is over the weekend, traveling the highways, I'm not seeing a lot of semis. The reason that's a concern is because they're not making deliveries. So, on top of the shortages we're already seeing, I'm expecting more. So, we all need to stock up. And especially with this convoy going, more truckers may be joining that. We're just. And the reason they're going to California, have y'all heard the reason they're going to California?
No.
There's about 10 laws that they're trying to get passed in California. And one of them is that the truckers can't go to the ports to get the goods to deliver them to the states unless they comply to all of their rules.
Well, let me ask you something.
Whatever.
In all them containers that come
Yeah.
across seas, what do you think's in them? I'm pretty sure it's not food. So what in the hell's in them? Maybe products like video cameras or computers or something stupid. Why in the hell do we need it?
Well, that's true.
Okay.
If
Why
it's,
don't we go to California and get some of the produce they make out there in the flat
I
where David
just saw
Nunez lives?
I just saw a lady comment on that today from California, and she said it used to be that they had fruits and vegetables growing all over the place, but not anymore.
Yeah,
Imagine
well,
that.
we'll get this. They still don't come on a friggin' boat. You can go
No.
down to Mexico and get the same damn thing. So why are we waiting on shipping containers to
Okay,
get?
Shane,
I'm
why
sorry.
aren't we growing it ourselves here? Why?
That's what I have said. Oh my God.
We need to be self-sufficient right here
Yeah.
and not depend on any other country for anything.
You know why we did that?
Money.
No. The American people are friggin' lazy. And you can make more money off of them.
That's true too.
And you didn't have to spend the money, but you can make twice as much off of them getting the same damn thing. So, yes, that's why they did it. That's why the cost of one orange is $1.25 when it should be 10 cents or 5 cents.
Tell me I'm reading chat wrong.
What are you reading?
Well, Blackwatch said, Gigi, you're getting old. What did you have for breakfast? And Gigi said, couple million dead bodies from COVID. What?
Yeah.
And then
And
he was
they
answering
were
somebody else's question about.
What?
Yeah, nothing like a big old stewed pot of dead people. No, that's just jacked up. GG. Oh, please, no.
Well, this is where chat gets misread sometimes.
Yeah, it's.
Thank you, Camel Carl.
That's why I hate to have a conversation in the chats usually 15 minutes late and you're trying to catch up with the chat, which is 15 minutes late.
Well,
Thanks for keeping up, people.
Thank you, Camel.
so curiously, why does she think that if there were people in the containers that it's only COVID people? Oops, I'm probably not supposed to say that word either.
They weren't. That's the thing. They weren't.
I know
The
they
only
were.
thing they were was deceased. And that's because they couldn't get out of the son of a bitch. Sorry.
Yes.
So, no. Yes, did they list them all? Probably as
Probably.
the CV, yes. But no,
but that's
they
what's
weren't.
happening here, because they're loading them up in the back of those trucks with no ventilation, and now, especially that we're getting up in the 80s and 90s, they're going to start dying from heat exhaustion, whatever.
Anybody
This
gets in
is
the
everything that was
back of the
happening
damn
last year.
anybody gets in the back of a damn semi trailer that does not have regular circulation is dumb. And if you're dumb enough to get in there, well, I'm sorry, but that's on you.
Okay, Mary
I'm
Brewer. Are you a farmer? Because I would like to know why the fertilizer.
That seemingly it comes from Ukraine.
But
Well,
we can make our own fertilizer. We got cows pooping everywhere.
that's bullshit. We didn't use fertilizer for 40 years growing our farm, and we always had Milo and wheat and you name it, and we never had fertilizer. We didn't even have ammonia, where you go spray on the damn land. That
Right.
is all a bullshit lie.
And the fertilizer, from what I understand, is what has the bad chemicals in it. So
Bingo.
we need to go back to making our own.
Yes. And that's the whole thing is, like I said, for 30, 40 years, we grow our own crap. And we planted it even in sand. And that shit would grow.
Yes. Yeah. Down here in the valley is where most of our produce came from. I haven't been down there. I don't know if it's still growing, but And I know every so often the soil, we had to move our garden every so often because the soil will lose it.
You gotta rotate the soil a little bit, yes.
Right.
Yeah, we always
But it's doable.
yes, it is. You just gotta be smarter than what the government tells us to be dumb about.
Um,
No, Black Watch. I did not steal all the bingo chips, and I'm sorry if you could feel that way.
I'll be right back.
Jim Boswell's a farmer.
Yes. Trust me, I grew up on a combine that had no cab. It's hot as shit. I grew up on a tractor that had no cab. And we was
No
out
AC
there,
in those things.
yeah,
Yep.
15 hours a day and no cab, no nothing. We'd take wet towels and put around our necks just to keep us cool. Yeah, I grew up that way. Our life was not easy, and I'm sorry. It was not easy. And I was a young little feller. My brother worked 6 weeks or better in a field to get a pickup from our stepdad that didn't even damn run. But then we rebuilt the motor.
Right.
But that's what we did.
And
Yeah,
that's
no,
what we need to get back to. That's what
absolutely.
we've
We
all
shoveled.
gotten too dependent on easy access. And
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like I said, we shoveled uh, wheat and corn
we just
and Milo off the friggin' concrete floor in the round top to throw in our uh, what do they call it? It's called a can't think of it now. But we'd throw it in there so we could mix for our pigs, and we'd blend it all together, and we'd throw a bale or two off in there, and we'd blend it all together, and we go feed the pigs. Hammer mill. That's what it was called. It was called a hammer mill. Yeah, but wheat, and Milo, and alfalfa, and regular cornstalk hay, and we'd throw it in there and blend it all up, and mix a little water in it, and let it ferment a day or so, and then we'd go feed it to the pigs. I'm telling you, that's every friggin' day. We go milk cows before we even got to eat breakfast. We go make sure the chickens didn't have any eggs. And hope like hell we didn't get rattlesnake bit. Yeah, they was. So yes, that was every day of our life when we was growing up. Every day. And people think that their life is hard. I'm going to tell you something. When you walk out the door and you don't know if you're going to get hit by a rattlesnake or a spreading viper, every damn day. And just to go out and play in the yard, it makes a person grow up pretty fast. It makes them grow up real fast. And so, yes, we grew up pretty tough. My stepdad was a man he never had to be. He never had to raise me and my brother like he did, but he did. I'm going to tell you, he taught us a lot. He was stupid smart. Holy cow! He could tell you how long it took for a sun particle get to the Earth. I mean, that's how much shit he. I mean, he was very, very scientific. I'm going to tell you, he was hard on us. Don't get me wrong, but he was the man he never had to be. And I still, he's, I don't know, he's getting damn near 70 now. I still call him dad. My real dad died when I was, my sperm donor, I should say, died when he was like 43. So that's been shit. Quite a few, because he's the same age as my stepdad. Maybe a year older. But yeah. But yeah, no, he was a good man. Good man.
Yeah. I just
Sorry.
see it as that's what we need to get back to. That's what I'm trying to teach my kids
Well, absolutely.
and grandkids that we need to get together. I know how to do this stuff. I can tell them, show them. I just can't do it alone anymore.
Right. Right. And that's me.
And that's a lot of us in this community. And so that's where I sent out a group text to all my kids and I told them, this is how it is. Y'all need to decide what you want to do from here. And
Black Black Watch, I don't know what you mean by that, but I'm pretty sure I think you said you was like 73 years old, and I'm not making fun of you whatsoever, but I'm just saying that's how my life was. I'm 50. I'll be 51 this year. So that's pretty much how my life was. That's all I was trying to say. So I apologize if I offend you somehow, and I don't mean to.
and what Jim Boswell just said, I remember us having to add sand to the garden.
Yes, makes the soil softer so the roots can grow.
Yes. And
Yes.
and the water won't stand because it is like clay around here.
No, it's gumbo down there.
And horse manure. Yeah. Horse, cow, pig.
I think Black might have meant to say Shane, but
I think so.
give you a hug. Dude, if I could see you, I would hug you. I'm a kind of a big dude, man. I'd probably wrap you up and make you feel like you swallowed or something. That's what Bonnie's hoping.
Eh, what am I hoping?
too, Camel.
If I was to come give you a big old hug, Bonnie, would you feel like you swallowed up by me?
Well, you're pretty big, yes.
Yeah, Jim's a big dude. He's stocky. He works out and shit.
He's a farmer.
Hell yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's a workout in itself. You don't have to go to a gym. That's
Holy cow,
natural.
that
That's a
is
natural way.
yes, that is natural muscle. I want to tell you, I did carpentry all my life, and I would have bodybuilders, big bastards, come up and want a job. I'd give them a job, and they couldn't last 2 days. And yet I'm still out there out carrying them and everything else. And they're like, how do you do that? It's like, because mine is not an unnatural muscle. Mine's all natural.
Yeah. And that's around here. Everyone's hay needs to be cut and baled and thrown in the barns. And everybody pitches in. And it's sun up to sundown for till it's done. Weeks.
Jim says 61 now and still weightlifting.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, Jim, man. If you're happy with that, congratulations, man. I hope you're healthy and I hope you're good. Hope everything's good for you.
Those hay bales aren't light. And that's what my girls learned whenever we were doing the horses. They had to haul the hay over there and break it open and feed the horses every day.
Oh, trust me, we used to do hay bales and we had a hay hauler and we'd run around. We'd have 6,000, 7,000 bales. And half the time we're hand loading them and hand stacking them. It's like,
Yes.
yeah. Oh my God. And then when it got to the barn, it had a little ladder we could shoot the bales up on. Then we had to stack them in the barn, in the top of the barn.
The loft. Yep.
Yeah. Holy crap.
That's why you made sure that there was a little door on the other side of the loft so you could just toss them down when you needed them.
No, nope. We didn't. And there was times we'd have rattlesnakes caught up in them damn things. And we'd go to throw them and we'd have shit striking at us. It's like, huh. So sometimes we just take another hay bale, just smack them right in the head and leave it there. And there was times that we would have to take a shovel and cut them off. Yeah, it was, oh my God. Yeah, we grew up pretty rough out here. Pretty rough. And people don't realize it. They just think we're all, all these
All these
people
what?
think, yeah, all these people that just think that, in their 20s and maybe early 30s, and they got these channels and they can beat us up. But I want to tell you, we've been through some shit, and they've never been through it. And when they come go through, yes, some of them's been through some shit that we probably didn't want to go through.
Yeah.
And I understand that. That is very tough. But yeah, we went through some shit too.
Lisa Anderson, where have you been? I have not seen her in a while.
Yeah, Lisa's. I see her every occasion.
I don't think she was in the last couple. Maybe I just didn't. I don't know. Well, even when we lived in the city, because my grandmother grew up that way, she was lugging the cotton. I don't know if you've ever seen a cotton bale bag, but
Oh yeah,
they're
cottonseed oils.
they're long.
Yep.
Excuse me. And she started that at 6. She was they did everything themselves, and so she taught me a lot of that. And then some of my kids and grandkids have learned it, and some haven't. They just didn't want to, and they're going to be the ones I worry about because they're not going to have a clue. And that's why I say we've got to be compassionate to the ones that don't know
Yep.
and help them if it comes down to it. Because in helping them, give them the knowledge, give them the if they can't do it physically themselves, help them in that way.
Right.
We're going to have to build the communities that, well, that's, now I don't want to be a downer, but I really think something big is going to happen, and we need to be prepared
Yep.
in every way. And we have to look out for each other. And
Yeah, it's all going to change soon, and it's either going to be for the better or the worse. And hell, who knows?
yeah,
And because things are just getting too out of hand,
yeah,
so it's going to be for the better or the worse. And what do you do? Since excuse me, we're nobodies.
well, um, I wouldn't say we're nobodies.
Well, we're not nobodies. I'm just saying that we're
We're not the elite, that's for sure.
right.
Right.
We have
Well,
common sense.
and that's some way that's got to be overcome. There shouldn't be. That's what has messed us up. The status, the who has the
Yes.
most money, who has the most anything.
Yep. And that's why I always say a billionaire wants to stay a billionaire, a millionaire wants to stay a millionaire.
Yeah,
And
and
you've got to be very leery of any of them people. They all have different ways of going about getting to us little people to make sure their money comes in. But if you notice, when they're in charge, the money still goes to them. You got to be very careful. And that's why I say that sometimes it's not what you see. Sometimes
true.
you have to step on it and turn the page.
Yeah,
So I'm going to tell you, a billionaire wants to stay a billionaire. That is their priority. That's why they're where they're at. No matter how they got there, whether it was great intentions, bad intentions, they still want to stay there. And then when they get in power, um, I'm sorry, even if they lose a lot, but they still want to get their status back. And you've got to be very careful of that. That's all I've ever said.
And that's even in these small communities. It's who has the most land, how the kids get treated in school, how it just,
Who makes the rules?
yes.
The
And
rich make the rules, and it's bullshit, and it's a lie.
yeah. And that's why everybody keeps saying start in your local community, because our city council right now, one of the richest men in town, is on the city council, and he's on the board for the tax assessor office. And he owns a bunch of businesses and properties. Isn't that a little uh, self-serving, or what would you call that?
Yeah, he's a little.
Conflict of interest.
Thank you. Conflict of interest.
Yeah.
And even one of his employees is on the city council and the planning and zoning. And so it's like, this, but the problem here is no one wants to run for those positions. So do you really need them? I don't know. I'm
Yeah, apparently, so they can keep their money.
yeah. And then you hear about embezzling and shenanigans going on, and it's like, geez, can't we just be a community?
Nope, ain't happening. I'm
Everyone
sorry.
wants to keep growing, and then we have all these people from California moving in, and what?
All these people from Mexico moving in, all these people from
Yes, and
Afghanistan moving in. Yeah.
these huge developers, and the developers trying to take over Lukenbach, Texas right now. That's like, to me, it should be a landmarker that they can't touch. Um, I'm sure that they are checking into that. I even emailed Struggle Jennings and told him, hey, your father did the song about Lukenbach, Texas, or I guess it's his grandfather. And I gave him the website, and I said, please help save Lukenbach.
And how'd that work out for you?
Well, I haven't heard back from him yet. I don't know how it's going to go. But also, there's a country rebel, and it's on YouTube, and they have a lot of the country people just getting into country, or famous country stars, and it's a it's like a private, so they don't have to go through all the Nashville BS
Right.
label, all the, yeah,
Private labels. Right.
yes. And they'll just be sitting in a church playing, or they'll just be sitting in a garage wherever, and that's how they're doing their recordings, and it's great.
Oh yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
I've been trying to get a hold of them too. Say
Anybody
spotlight.
can go digitally change your voice and sound great. It's when you can do a cover song of somebody
Yeah.
else and sound phenomenal. That's tough to do. That is
Yes.
very tough to do. But when you can go digitally record it and change it and all that horse shit, yes. Yeah, anybody can do that. Trust me, I got the equipment to do that right now. I ain't gonna sound like anybody want. I can sound like freaking Guns N' Roses. But when you can do it without all any music or any digital equipment, that's tough to do. Very tough to do. And that's like the voice. Them people pissed me off because they always want. It's always about them. Actually, it's not even about you. It's about them poor people sitting down there in that damn chair. That's why they got the block button now. I'm like going, yeah, I'd show up there and I'd start singing, and somebody blocked Blake Shelton, and I'd just not finish it. But as soon as I started talking and told them how I felt, I dropped the mic and I'd just walk off. I wouldn't take any offer. I don't care to be famous. I just don't want. Give everybody a fair chance. That's it.
Yeah.
And that's
Oh wow, Anna Marie.
do it.
She's saying people come from Chicago to hunt deer. Some shoot cattle and go on game farms and shoot elk.
Yeah, we got people come out here from New York every year just to go deer hunting and quail and pheasant and all that crap.
Yeah, but if they're shooting the cattle, so are they just leaving them there? Because
Oh no. Well, and if they do, they usually call me, which is a blessing too, because then I go get them and have them butchered. I got free meat.
right? Like, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't bitch about that too much. But yeah, there is some that come out to our area, and occasionally they say accidentally, shoot a cow, and yes, and then someone calls me and says, "Hey, come get this out of mine." So I go get it, take it straight to the butcher shop, and now I got free beef.
Yep.
90% of it I have turned into hamburgers, so I usually end up with about 280 pounds of freaking hamburger. And I end up with all the steaks I could ever want. So that's what I'm still living on. Now I'm getting a little low, but so I'm ready for the hunters to come back out so I can get another cow.
Well, they just got done in January.
I know. No one called me, so it kind of scares me. They're either getting better aim or didn't call me this time.
Do y'all have wild hogs up there like we do?
No, we don't have wild hogs up here. We did it one time because one old boy took and brought a bunch of them up here. And then somehow they got released in the public. They killed off some, I don't know, 200, 300, 400 hogs from the seaboard because, they're purse free, and a hog has supposedly purrs, which anyway, it's a disease. Wild hogs, they don't have any disease because they're not growed up on concrete.
Well, I've seen them running down the street in the middle of town right by the courthouse
Yeah,
here.
no, we don't have any of them up here.
We've got them everywhere.
Huh.
Even down at the coast, like here, you'll see deer run over on the side of the road a lot. You go down to the coast and you see wild hogs laying on the side of the road.
I got deer that live in my ditch down here. And she always has 1 to 2 fawns with her every year.
Yeah, hilarious too. Must be from down there.
Gigi, all you missed is them talking about meat.
Meat.
Deer meat, cow meat, hog
Hog.
meat.
What'd you say? What's Gigi bitching about?
Gigi said, sorry, just got back. What did I miss? I said, we're just talking about meat. Cow meat, deer meat, and hogs.
Yeah, there's, like I said, the deer, yeah. I've got them living right down here and right next to me. And you don't even go down there. And trust me, I got wild marijuana growing down here. People don't even go down there because that little bitch shows up every year and she will whip your ass when you get down there. And this shit's been growing since the 60s down here. So this is the original good shit. Now, granted, I don't smoke it and I don't do all that crazy shit, but Black Watch, we just have wild squirrels here. Yeah, I've got wild squirrels, I've got some raccoons, and I've got some wild skunk. And my brother-in-law says, he's from Oklahoma City, he says, that's the first time I ever seen a wild rattlesnake. I said, what? You got tamed ones back where you live?
Not that one.
And he's like, well, no, that didn't come out right. I was like, okay, because none of our snakes are tamed here either. We don't tame. That is the first time you ever seen a wild rattlesnake, one out in public.
Yep.
But I give him a razz of shit because I said, what? Back at home, y'all got them tamed and they just live in a box or something right next to you or something? Can you imagine if we remember what we did to dogs? We tamed them and now they curl up on the couch next to us. Can you imagine if we did that with rattlesnakes? You get home, sit on the couch, rattlesnake curls up next to you, and you pet it.
Hell no. Yes, I said it.
No, it's not going to happen. Yeah, not at my house. That's one pet I won't own. We do. I'm curled up right next to a curled up rattlesnake. We're watching TV. Pretty sure that's not going to happen.
I saw a headline today, and maybe Jim Boswell, since he gets all the news, it looks like. It said the 2 negotiators for Ukraine and Russia, maybe, were poisoned.
Mm-hmm.
You heard that too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Somebody's trying
And
to.
so was that judge.
So was what?
The judge.
What judge?
One that was in the hospital. You had something that started with a T. I can't remember what it was. I'm sorry. I have no idea.
Maybe somebody in chat knows.
Huh.
The judge. I don't know. Justin Thomas. Yes.
Is the rumor. Oh, okay. Wow. Oh, it's
Well.
D-Dog.
Thank you, D-Dog.
D-Dog, I have some questions.
Oh, Justin Clarence Thomas, yes.
Hi, Spotted Rabbit.
He's from the Supreme Court.
Yep. Seemingly he's in the White Hat custody now because the D's tried to kill him.
Well, his wife kind of said something, I guess, that stirred a bunch of shit. I don't know what it was, but I seen that, but I don't know. Hey, D-Dog, how are you, man? Sorry I've been avoiding you. I just been.
Yes, that's what I heard today. Hilarious, too. Yeah, some kind of heavy metal that starts with a T. TH, I think. I don't know.
What did that say?
Mr. Poole post no proceed to lock. Whatever. I have no idea what that is.
Huh. I don't know.
What the hell? No.
Can you explain that, Jim? Don't know.
Why in the hell is Gigi so scared to get up on panel anymore?
I don't know.
Abby's home.
I'm just kind of curious. I don't give a shit, but I mean, yeah,
I don't know why she hasn't been up on panel.
I'd like to see her, but I'm just kind of curious why.
Yeah, because I'm going to be stepping down shortly because I got to go to bed.
Yeah, it won't be long before I do either.
Oh.
Oh.
Whoops.
So yes, it's probably going to be an early night for me. I won't be up till Bonnie's 3, 4 o'clock in the morning obsession of getting on somebody else's channel.
Yeah, that's the two I was talking about, the negotiators. And it looks like Camo dropped a link.
Black Watch, I'm glad you make her blush. That's fun.
I love it, Spotted Rabbit.
Is the grid he put?
I think he's talking about Jim, but I'm not sure.
No. What?
Oh, Camo says, I have to tell you, Bonnie, to look at your messages, please.
Must be in Messenger. Yes. Okay. I can find it. Hello, Mr. Blackwatch.
Hello, good evening. How are
Thank you,
you?
Spotted Rabbit. It made me chuckle.
How are you doing?
Uh, Pretty good. I had an unexpected thing. Whoa.
Whoops. Okay, let me mute my. Well,
What the hell was that?
my phone.
Oh,
Air raid siren.
I went to something that went crazy.
well, it shouldn't have been my air raid because should have been sprayed by now. Anyway,
Wow.
there's a lot of people out there in the.
Head to bed shortly, Spotted Rabbit.
I had an expected result on a live on Saturday afternoon, so that's about all.
How are you, Blackwatch? Love to see you.
See my what?
Your spot.
Huh?
Your
What'd
spot.
you say? My spot? I don't have
Yeah,
any
you
spot.
got a white dot with a little, looks like a human in the middle, but it's kind of fucked
Where?
up. But whatever.
Where?
On the
Your
screen.
emoji. Your emoji.
You leave my mojo what it is. No, somebody believed they took it. I turned in a wrench on Saturday. That's all. Finished it up. That's all. Oh well. Not going to knock it, Dorinda, but having an ISP email address, I don't know.
I
But
don't even know what the hell you're talking about, so okay.
huh?
It comes with the internet. What the f do I know?
No, it's just that it also goes with the internet. Anyway, it's okay. It came through.
Yeah, I got the memo.
Yeah,
Okay, that makes sense.
but
Coordinates.
what?
I don't
The
know.
comment I had up on panel.
I
Gigi, if you're looking for music from the 70s, go to ABBA or some of early REO Speedwagon or some of uh,
there's all kinds of them. Journey, Bon
Journey.
Jovi,
The
You can go,
Temptations.
the Temptations. Yeah, now that's something worth listening to. Anyway, you could probably go to I don't know what was
I
it.
didn't like 70s music much. Some, but
The 70s wasn't bad. I grew up on it because that's what my mama and my stepdad always played.
yeah.
But there's a lot of that out there. You want 70s music, just go back to some of that. REO Speedwagon, Journey, Boston, the Monkees. Uh,
Kansas.
yeah, Kansas. Yes,
Yeah.
Kansas was another one of them.
Wayward Son.
Yes, there was a lot of them. And they had a bunch of good songs. But yeah, just go back and look at some of that. Bonnie, what category works for you? Hers is more of the porn series, like
What the? No. And why are you asking me, Gigi? I just said I didn't really care for the 70s.
I gave up with that, Shane, long time ago.
What's that? The porn music?
Yeah, those videos, they didn't come with instructions, so I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's me. I was like, I'm gonna have to figure this shit out on my own. So I did, and boy, wasn't that a great idea.
Oh, well, there you go. Michael has. There you go, Gigi. I like all of those. Metallica.
Well, yeah, but now you're not even in the past. Now
Hello, Cindy.
you're in a little bit of a past.
I'm stepping down, you guys. Have a great night. I love you. I love everybody in chat, too. See you tomorrow.
Love you too,
All right.
Candy. Good night.
See
Good
ya.
night.
Hey,
Yeah,
Cindy.
it won't be long. I'll be following suit.
I only kid you, Shane, about that age thing. It doesn't bother me in the least.
Well, now I don't get offended, man.
No, I mean, you offending me. I can offend you all day. You're my kid brother.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
It doesn't bother me my age, not at all. I got the scars to go with it, so I don't mind it.
No, I do too. I've got a few scars. I kept telling myself, chicks dig scars. And boy, I want to tell you, depends on how many you get. They may not dig it much anymore.
Spotted rabbits. No.
What?
I don't want to bring up another venue that you know about, but I watched the last live and it was funny. It was like, I don't know why I bring it up. I can't mention, I can't really say about it, but it was funny. They come
The
over.
last live at Bonnie's?
Oh no, the other before I left.
Oh,
It's the answer to the question was so obvious. It was funny, but anyway, it seemed a little. Come over here and they can't figure out what the topic is. I go over there and I figure, why can't you just get rid of the only one you have? It's anyway. I don't think I suited the job I had. I don't have the technical personality. But anyway, I'll leave it at that. It's I wasted 2 years over there. But anyway, it's over. I don't know about you, Shane, but the one thing I find, and I can't dismiss it. I will not forgive it. If you
Okay.
talk to somebody, particularly between men, but I mean, there is a woman thing too. You talk in confidence and it comes out.
Yeah.
People, like other people know it. I will not forgive that. Not from any man.
No,
Well, that's what happened multiple times. So anyway,
no.
I don't feel bad about it. But anyway, I don't want to bring everything down. But it's
Oh no. You're fine. I mean, you got to speak your mind, man, just like everybody else.
I mean, it was totally unexpected. It's strange. At first, it was absolutely unexpected. Like Bonnie, the two people I know about that I said brothers. Lost all respect on one, the other betrayed my trust on that. Can't believe it, but anyway, no surprise, it happens. However, life goes on.
Thank you, Finding Kima. I was just fixing to look for it.
Well, Jim, no, that's actually pretty phenomenal that you do that. That's actually pretty phenomenal.
Yes, it is. He sounds just a little bit like a workaholic. Like
Oh,
he won't sit still much.
oh yeah. You can tell he works all the time. He don't quit.
Yeah,
He don't quit.
that's good. That's how you keep your body moving.
Yeah. I'll have to get my body moved to the bathroom and get rid of some liquid. So I'll be right back.
Well, thanks for sharing that.
Well, I want to be honest. Like I said, I've always tried to be honest.
I know.
Shane? Did he go? He's gone. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
I hadn't even got out of my chair yet. What you got, man?
Just
Oh,
right.
you got a laptop.
Yeah.
Well, you can kind of just change rooms and use it as a laptop. Then you don't have to leave every time.
No, I'm not
Yes.
gonna take my laptop with me because I got my green screen and everything with me in case I have to turn my camera on and someone wants to see my ugly little face. So I just leave it right here where it is. I'd take away two of my other screens because my HDMI port, I think, petered out on me.
You
Hey,
sure?
Jane Travisa.
You sure? You sure it's not a driver?
It probably is, and I could probably reload it, but I just haven't went in and look at it. I'm gonna call Alan and see if he'll go in and see.
What make is it?
Huh?
What make is a laptop?
It's an Asus. It's from Taiwan. It's their gaming computer.
Yeah.
It's the top, the top,
why,
the top, the top of the top.
why don't you go to their website and download the HDMI from Asus? It could be a Windows update. Look it out.
Okay. Well,
Don't they have not?
hey, I'm still gonna have to mute you because I really got to run off to the little boys' room.
Look at him run down the hall.
No, there's no hall. I'm just gonna run across my living room and around to the laundry room and into the bathroom.
Jim, we like certifiable nuts. That's cool. Hey, Discernment. Is anyone gonna drop some intel? Well, I think we've been doing that, Garrett. Not the intel you want to hear. Is Rescue here? Thank you for dropping Rescue's link. Rescue's a good channel. Hey, sister.
Hi,
I saw
hi.
you show up tonight.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes. How are you doing?
Oh, good, good. I'm doing okay. How y'all?
Good. Are you excited?
About the convoy from California,
Yes.
coming to California. Yes. Talked to Seth a little bit today, and he was really tired. He froze his butt off. He slept. It was 24 degrees, I guess. He told me he was flying back from Florida on Saturday because he had left his van there. So he said he's not coming back with them, but he's hoping to catch up with them. So I guess they're leaving. I've taken a break. I don't really know. So
They're leaving tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't know why he's not, but he was just too exhausted to really catch up, and
Well, if he's
talk.
flying, he'll beat him there.
No, he flew to Florida. His nephew bought him
Oh,
a ticket so he had been down there for like 4 days, I think. And
yes.
yeah, so he flew back. He left his van at the speedway and he just flew back Saturday.
Oh,
Just in
wow.
time to freeze his little nuts off and well, I don't know if they're
Yes.
little or big, but freeze his nuts off in the van at 24 degrees and but I don't know why he's not leaving yet. He wants to talk about all the stuff. It's been a very challenging time, and it's been challenging in Humble. It's been challenging at the Convoy. Um, we're all challenged by trying to come together. Seems to be the big challenge, right?
Deanna,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that video the other day you did, Sunday.
Sunday. Oh, did you see Arcada? Yeah.
You shot the video. Yeah.
Oh, good. Thank you.
No, it's
Oh, man.
you could almost picture that scene downtown Toronto on a Sunday at one time, believe it or not.
Yeah, seemed like it was more when I was on my way to church in the morning because that's when a lot of them are coming out.
Yeah.
Hi, guys in chat. Hi, y'all. Who was poisoned? Thomas? Clarence Thomas was poisoned.
Yes. And then
Recently? Today?
the two negotiators for Ukraine and Russia.
The two what? I'm sorry.
Negotiators.
They were also?
Uh-huh. That's the rumor.
I see. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I have not looked at the news or videos in 3 days. I know
Well,
nothing. I have no intel. Zero. I'm very boring.
a lot of this stuff just pops up on my phone.
Yeah.
I don't know what I did to cause that, but it's okay. I'm seeing things that don't get seen on MSM, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. I do get some of those kind of headlines, and I feel like it keeps me in the know a little bit, but it's
I
not the
keep
whole
hearing
story.
Taiwan is next.
Mm.
I don't mean I enjoyed the video for the people's circumstance, if you know what I
Oh,
mean.
sure. Oh, yeah, of course.
Uh,
I know what you meant. It's hard to talk about homeless people um, without video, like to try to showcase what they're doing. I hated to kind of go around and video record them at the same time. I feel like they deserve that. They deserve somebody to show, like, look at how bad it is. Look at how we're on the street. I mean, like when I moved here in Humboldt County in 1990, and actually we had two foster kids in 2005, and the one little girl was 5 years old, and she remembered being at the place where all the homeless used to be, which is behind the mall.
Yes.
And then they cleared it out. They cleared it out and forced all those people to other places. I don't know how many people, probably 200 people lived there in an encampment.
Yep.
And anyway, they forced them out of there, and now they don't have anywhere to, like, it's street people. Like, no, you can't even go be you know, in the woods or whatever. You got to be out on the street, and
Yes.
it's
That's the
just.
way they do in Austin.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for a little bit there, they had it where they could camp anywhere as long as it wasn't federal property. And so under all the underpasses and schoolyards, bank lawns, wherever. And so a whole bunch of people got together and went ballistic up there. And so they changed that now, where they have moved them all to one area. And they are doing, they've done some old motels, and they're doing some um, communities with tiny houses.
Nice.
They labor, and that's how they pay their rent, to live in these tiny houses until they can get jobs or whatever. But they keep they have plenty of work for them to do, where they're actually building more tiny houses for other homeless, and it
Well,
seems to
I'm
be
gonna
working
have to live there. I'm gonna go live there.
pretty good.
Hey, Shane.
Deanna, you
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
watch.
Yeah, because they're growing their own gardens. They're they're making these little communities like self-sustaining, and
No, absolutely.
Yeah, there's one on
great.
standuphumble.com's webpage. If you go to homesteading, there's a lady, I can't remember, I think she's in Florida, and she's got a little community there, and she did it right. She really, there's a lot of little cool homesteading. What was you going
Yes,
to ask me, Black Watch? I hear you trying to ask me something.
um, you were in the South Side. You moved to California for 32 years. Is that where you are now for the 32 years?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
No,
Yep.
I was gonna say it's you ought to see the big city if you think what you shot was something. The stuff I saw in downtown Toronto, Lord,
Mm,
make what
Toronto.
I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to dismiss it, but to make what you saw a picnic. Something
Oh,
out of
yeah.
a picnic.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well,
it,
that wasn't Eureka. I'll take you through Eureka sometime. Arcata is the college town. Eureka's always been the town where it's been more, it's been rumored Skid Row originated from there, but a lot of towns claim that too.
uh,
But it's really bad in Eureka. I know what you mean. They shoot right up, right on the street, the shit right on the street. I mean, it's bad. They're walking around. The problem is really sad. It's a lot of mentally ill, and they really can't work. They really can't, and they don't, and they really can't take care of a house. They will likely burn it down. And so our
yes,
climate is it's very friendly to homeless. It's like in Eureka, where I live, I get to snow and stuff because I'm at 2,000 feet. Eureka rarely snows. It's damp and wet, but it doesn't really, it's 55 degrees average year round. It's damp, so they, they are nomadic. They really need something that they can um, either push in a shopping cart or pull on their bicycle or
19.
carry on their
Thank
back.
you.
A lot of these people.
yeah,
Yes, and I've seen that too. I've seen the ones that can't do anything, and if they live out of that basket.
yeah. You know, I don't want to do comparisons, but Yonge Street, it's the longest street in the world. Downtown Toronto, of course, is subways. To walk down Yonge Street, and there's grates towards the street, and they're heated. When they come up, you got to watch where you walk. You'll trip over somebody. That's a mild case of what it's like, but and it's still not dealt with really. Um,
I guess I'm gonna have to get Rumble. However you do that. Scott McKay on Rumble. On the page.
I got a rumble.
Do you?
Who's watching Scott McKay? You watching? I do not believe Scott McKay anymore. I think he's. Do you guys watch Scott McKay really, Garrett?
Once in a while.
Really? I haven't watched him in forever.
Yeah, I kind of like Snafu better.
Oh yeah, Mhm.
Hmm.
You got to come into Toronto. Ryerson Polytechnical owns almost blocks and blocks and blocks of real estate down there, and people don't know it. It's
Who
huge.
owns it?
Hmm.
Ryerson Polytechnical. Uh, I guess you call it a college. It's almost a university. Engineering, anything you want, you can get there. If you want law, you have to go to University of Toronto. But the land they own down there, it's incredible. You know, but I haven't thought about it for a long time. I could tell you about one thing. I don't want to be too graphic, but Shane, I told you about that 67 Impala SS I had.
Yeah.
A friend of mine was driving it. I should never let him, but we're in the car going North Yonge Street. They come to a light, and on the northeast corner, there's a boulevard. You know, you can park on the street. And
Right.
one guy's sitting in his car in the passenger side, and there's two guys. One's got an arm length cast on. They had somebody between them, and the guy swung the cast straight in the guy's face. And my friend decides he's going to go down just a block, half a block to the east, all the way down to parking. We look like one of the New York car chases, you know, like he decided he was going to help him. It was almost killed us. Coming, you know, like the Die Hard street races and all, you know, like
Oh yeah.
we were almost like that in a way. But you know, downtown Toronto, my lord, right in broad daylight.
Yeah. My first car was a 62 Impala, 4-door, but it was a 16-2 Impala. One of the slickest cars ever made, if you ask me.
It's a boat, isn't it? Wasn't the Impala a boat?
Yeah, it was a 4-door. The one I had was a 4-door. Yeah, it was a little bigger car. It
He was
wasn't big
cruising.
as
You were
the
cruising down the road like this, pimping.
one. They had a 327 with 2-speed power glide transmission. I'm going to tell you what, that thing would do 85 in low. Then I shift to high, which was automatic. And man, that thing would run. That 327, and it smoked because the little old lady that we bought it from,
Little old lady car.
yeah, she was 80 years old.
I mean, it
And
really was.
and she never got it over 35 mile an hour. So when I got it, I never got it. Well, she never got it over 35 mile an hour. And when I got it, I never got it under 85. So that 327 did go to shit on me.
Of course, it did all the guns on the cylinder heads and down the valves and everything.
Everything was all gummed up. Yeah.
I just learned that my
But
mother
that
had that
thing would
green.
friggin' run. It had one of those tubes that all the smoke would go out of the engine.
Yeah, the blow-by thing.
Yeah, and it would still run 130 mile an hour. Period. It'd still run 130 mile an hour. Easy. And I finally had to replace that motor, and I put a 350 in there. But yeah, that thing. But I saved the motor. Now, granted, I don't have it now. That's been shit. I was 14 when that was going on.
14. Oh, Lord, you're making me old.
Yeah, I was 14 when that happened, when I first bought that car. It took me 3 times to buy it. Every time I'd miss a payment, my stepdad would make me start all over.
Wow.
Yeah, he'd make me start all over. He bought it for like $800 back in
And then
Well,
to get it up 3 times that.
yes, and finally the third time I finally got it paid for. So he let me have it. Other than that, no. And if something broke down when I was running it, he'd come outside and look, go, looks like you need to figure out how to fix it. I'm going, Dad, I'm 14. What the hell do I do? I don't know how to do this shit.
That's where you got to learn. That's all.
Oh, and that's where I learned.
Oh,
That's when I learned.
Las Piana. I bet you appreciated it more, though, didn't you?
I don't know if I appreciate it more. I just didn't abuse it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
These kids now, I watch them
Oh,
around here.
yeah.
Their parents give them this big fancy truck. They go and roll it, and then they give them another one. And I'm like, seriously?
Yeah, I'm not. No, that's not me. I'll help you with the vehicle, but you screw it up. Don't know what to tell you. Looks like you're walking
Yep.
because I'm done.
All my kids had to get their own cars.
I was about 21, and my wife worked at Shoppers Drug Mart. It's a large drugstore thing in North Scarborough. So I went to pick her up one night, and under the lights was 69 Nova SS, a blue one, Corvette side plates on it, Shin, the 66. So I got it for 2,100. But I went up to pick her up in it, and these guys come along and they say, "Is that Steve?" So Steve was the first name. That's Steve's car. I said, "Yeah." It was 456 rear end, M21 396, and they're laughing at me. I said, "What's funny?" He said, "You bought this car." I said, "Yeah." He said, "Okay, it's late night. We beat the shit out of it. Piece of crap." I said, "Really?" I said, "I've had 6 big blocks, rebuilt one." I said, "This thing still pulls at 9,000 RPM and the valves don't float." That thing was 80 miles an hour in first gear.
That's it.
And
That's it.
best car I ever had.
Yeah, the 73 Stingray.
Yeah.
Oh, with the 427. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It took me out across the field when I blew a tire. Damn near hit a telephone pole.
Yeah, I wouldn't advise doing that. No.
No, and I was running down the road 120 mile an hour, and it took me out across the field when it blew that tire, and it just spun out. Not a big deal. Changed tire, drove it back, sold somebody. I was done. I was done. Scared the shit out of me. I was 16 years old. Paid a couple grand for the car, but it was it was one of the slickest or the Camaros you ever seen in your life. Or not Camaro, but it was Corvette. It was one of the slickest ones you ever seen in your life.
My sister had a 70 when the first marriage she took with her. I didn't care for it, to tell you the truth, but I mean, where did you get it? 16 years old. My dad had a 60 something Dart. He went up to get a car. He always liked Dodge. And he says, "I'm looking at that one." There was one beside the building at the dealer. I'm going, "What one? What are you looking
No,
at?"
I had a job when I was 14 years old, and I had to buy my own damn cars, man. Like I said, I
Oh,
bought my own first car, which was I was 14, a 16 Impala, and then I bought that Corvette, and yeah,
Oh, if
I
you
was a
bought it,
stupid,
if you
I was
bought
a
it,
stupid
all
little
well and good.
prick.
You
No,
bought
I
it
bought
yourself.
it. I paid for it, but I was just a stupid little prick.
Weren't we all?
Oh my God, I was not intelligent when I was younger. Now, I'm not saying I'm intelligent now.
Oh yeah.
Somebody, uh, uh, what's his name? Treviso. Hey Shane, how is Oklahoma doing? You still have your pet hamster? I don't know what the hell that means. I've never had a pet hamster.
Something going around in a wheel, I guess. You know what he's saying. I don't know.
I don't know what the hell he's saying, but I have never had a pet hamster.
All my hamsters died, so so what?
That's a third time I think I've seen that now. I've never had a hamster. Never in my life. I don't have little handheld rodents. I'm sorry. I don't even have a squirrel. All they are is rodents. They're just rodents with long tails.
Right.
Yes, I got pet raccoons and I've got pet skunks.
You've got to be joking.
No, it's not because of my fault. They just like to come up here and eat.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood. I thought you when you were younger.
No, this is yeah. I don't know when the hell they're talking about, but no, no, I've got skunks, raccoons, squirrels. I've got every critter. I got deer. All of them come see me because I own this lot next to me and it's full of trees and shit. So all the animals run up in there inside of town because they know it's safe and all hide out there. And yeah, I've had fun. I get sick of it. I get sick of it.
We had raccoons in the city on occasion, so it's nothing special.
Well, I got a big ass cotton tree right down here in the middle of my big old lot. And there's a big hollowed out hole in one of the branches that had broke off, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 years ago. And so they go down in there and they live in the tree. And I don't know. They come out to see me and they all come up on my back porch wanting to eat. I was feeding them for a while, but I got tired of feeding them because one time I accidentally let my back door open.
Here we go.
Yeah, and I had 3 baby skunks come in the house. I'm going, I'm in trouble. And finally, I convinced them to get out back, and they went. I never got sprayed, but man, I'm going to tell you.
I was about to say, how many trucks of tomato juice did that one take?
Well, and like I said, I never got sprayed, so I was okay.
Oh, Lord. Got to be the worst smell. What's the song go? There was a dead skunk in the middle of the road stinking to heaven.
Cindy Fuller. That I cannot answer. I have not seen anything on it. Like I said, I haven't been turning my computer on until Mike comes on or Bonnie calls me. Uh, I don't turn my computer on anymore. I don't turn the TV on. I don't do nothing anymore. I'm tired of all the bullshit. and I just don't do it. So that would be you know, I don't know. That's a good question. Now I may have to go look now that you brought that up because that does interest me. When it comes to Oklahoma, I want to tell you, our state's usually pretty reasonable, but if they're going stupid irate, no. I can ride to the city in 2.5 hours and I can fix some of that. Sunday, what'd you say? I heard that. This little common this past weekend. Well, Cindy, I don't know. Like I said, I haven't seen anything about it. Yes, no,
Thank you.
Shane would not go for that in Oklahoma, but that doesn't mean I can do anything about it.
I don't know what you call this part of your personality. I call mine bookwork, and I deliberately give them days and nights off. You know what I'm saying? That
I'll
way,
come, I don't know what I call mine. I call mine shit, we're in trouble, or I'm going to get pissed. And I don't like to get pissed because my blood pressure gets up. I'm already having issues with that shit. So
Breathe. Calm down.
I know, I am.
come on, people, give Shane some time off. He needs a vacation.
Oh, I need Bonnie to come up here and snuggle with me. That'd bring my blood pressure way the hell down. Well, maybe not. It may bring it way the hell up.
I'm still trying to get clearance to the FAA to get the helicopter down there to get her over to you, but I'm working on it.
Yeah, the last time I got a helicopter ride, it cost me $86,000 to $86,243. Yeah, don't think I want any more of them rides.
I can't help the price tag.
Yeah, I don't see how that's so damn expensive. I guarantee that fuel and their time does not cost that much. If anything, it's maybe 12 grand. Because I looked at all that. And if them some bitches are getting paid that much money, they're overpaid.
I tried to take a Mixmaster and turn it upside down and see if it would fly, but it was no go. So, got to go for the big stuff, the expensive stuff. And we did.
Trust me, I can.
Barb.
I can rent a charter plane to take me 2 hours from here for 6 grand. How in the hell does a meta flight cost me 80 grand? I don't understand that.
It's a proverbial Area 51. Every toilet seat costs $25,000, right? So you'll never know.
No, it's all BS. Is what it is. Cindy, Cindy might have to do local.
Just wondering if Gigi's game night on Thursday is a black tie affair.
What is Cindy saying? I can't read that.
Yeah, that's what I had to.
Yeah, and that's why they're headed to California because they're trying to sneak all this stuff in, and what's being voted for. And if you don't look it up, you don't know what it is. Um, and there's like 10 of them trying to be pushed through California.
If you want a little laugh, Shane, I don't know if you'll find it funny. I don't know if Bonnie will get this. Saturday, I deliberately went into another one to lose the wrench. I deliberately did it. It was
Okay.
a surprise. I deliberately and played around and asked woman if she wants to come for a ride in the mist and fog on the glens and highlands. But anyway, the guy was having trouble with his sound, through Zoom and everything like this. And I'll just say it. There was one guy in Israel, and they're always so serious. And it was, well, you tell me, Zvi, if it's right, and it's just. So I put into him, I didn't know Doug's audio had to be ISO 9020 certified in so many countries, if you know what I mean.
Right.
And the guy, the VP comes in and he takes issue with it. The guy I told you about. And he says to me, well, Black Lodge, a lot of things and whatever have to be ISO 9020 certified, but sound isn't one of them. And he laughs. Talk about a joke. What an idiot. I don't mean to hijack, but it was, do you get what I'm saying? Like, he's going to call me out like, well, there. Like, I don't know what ISO, It's the guys that.
Some people, I'm not going to cuss anybody. Sometimes people just don't know how to take people and they don't know who you are. And sometimes it just is, you just got to step back and go, okay.
I don't.
I try to do that, but I want to tell you, there is times I did 2 nights, 3 nights ago. I did something I've been bitching about for a year for Mike not to do, and I jumped on uh, Forrest
Another
Chump and
channel.
Lieutenant Scannell. Yes, I jumped on them and said a few things, and it's because I was tired of them beating me up because they have no friggin' clue how it is to live out here in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
The hell are they going to do? Where are they going to send the desert police? Where are they going to send Israel out here to get me? I live in the friggin' desert. What are they going to do? I mean,
but yeah,
so it was very discerning, but
Takes a special person to want to live in the desert.
yes, and they call
No.
this no man's land for a reason. That's what it's been called for 70 years. This is no man's land. It's where they sent all the Indians, and then half of them tried to run away. But this is no man's land where I live. Now, granted, our little county has 34 rivers that all natural. So that was a good thing. So, yeah, we had Paleo Indians live here for 24,000 years. But then they all broke up because Paleo was the first. And then they went to the Chesapeake or not Chesapeake, but Cherokee and Choctaw and all that crap. So, yes, we've always had good property out here. It was just always very sporadic and very dry. and you better be on a damn river. And the things that created the rivers to dry up was all the damming.
Hmm.
Yep. And that's, you got the Hoover Dam, you got all that horse shit. If they'd have never dammed one river, this whole nation would still be prosperous.
Well, some of them had to be rerouted.
Yeah, well, there's some may have to be rerouted, but that doesn't mean you dam the whole damn thing. That
No,
just means you reroute it and let it run two different ways so you can get a little irrigation. That's all that means.
I don't think he's saying Cherokees or ETs, Cindy.
No, I'm like I say, I'm part Cherokee and part Choctaw. I am not cussing him whatsoever.
I made reference up here, and I did it wrong. It's Iroquois up here.
Iroquois.
Hey, Cat.
That's a branch off the Choctaw.
It could be. I mean,
Yeah, it is.
even when they created the engine for the Abrero, they named it the Iroquois.
Oh, yeah. No, I know what you're talking about. Trust me, I go arrowhead hunting every year. I got hundreds and thousands of them.
Well, you
And I
know,
go find them out natural. I don't go buy the damn things. No, I find them. And
Cashew and Gigi, much appreciated.
do what?
I'm just talking to chat. Go ahead, hon. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're not interrupting me.
We're just
Anytime.
keeping everything
I'll shut up.
kosher.
oh, geez, don't say that word to me.
Okay. Blackwatch, you're going to have to give me a list of unacceptable words.
Because that, I'll say it. Here he is kosher. That bunny, that I don't mean to hijack things, but I mean, oh man, you know what I tagged him? 20-pound big bullfrog. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry.
I shouldn't have done that, Bonnie.
You shouldn't have done what, hon?
Open that jar you sent me.
Shane?
Yeah, I know.
Ah,
Jesus, don't you write that stuff down on a piece of paper, Shane, and you put it under your seat so you don't know what you're going to say, so you don't say it.
no, he needs to put it up on top of the refrigerator and leave it alone.
No.
It
I
sounded
only did two, so I'm good for about 15 minutes, and I'm going to have to go to bed.
wow.
Goodness.
You deserve some rest.
No, I know I need rest, and it's not because I love talking to everybody, and it's a lot of fun. But yeah, it's one of those deals.
So this is why I can't exist over there. I'm fed up with technology. I'm tired of it. They live it. They breathe it.
Yes,
They piss it and they crap it. They hear it. They see it all day long. Drives me crazy.
yeah, they'll excuse my French, but they'll shit out processors.
Yeah, I mean, this stupid conversation. I'll tell
Yes,
you.
Victor, that's what it was. I did two of them, but they're not the original ones I had. So these are not. These are all CBD. So I won't get all jacked up and. But yes, I had two of them because damn, they're so damn good. They taste like candy. I mean, shit, I miss gummy bears.
But they're not candy.
No, I know. That's why I can't.
Are they telling you 5 of those things to go to bed?
I said 3 to 5,
You're
and then go to bed.
And I said, no, comatose.
the
Yeah, no, because I lay there and piss myself in the middle of the night because I can't get up. And I
Don't tell
can't do
nobody
that because I
that.
don't like washing my bedding every night.
Now you're going to start rumors.
No, it's a fact.
the stuff they got me was about the size, not even a silver dollar. But I was told 1 and then nothing for 2 hours at least. At least. But anyway, they're all different. But they tasted horrible, sour something. Ooh, good.
Oh yeah, no, that's him. Damn. I got somebody sent me some THC ones. I didn't realize that they was THC. I thought they was CBD.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was 50 milligrams. And I was like, I ain't doing it. So I cut it down into about 12.5 milligram. 4 pieces. Took that. I was high as a friggin' kite.
I was with you that night. on
Yeah, from 1:30 to 3:30. I'm like going, no. So then I cut them in half, and it helped my blood pressure, man. I want to tell you, my blood pressure has not been. Last time I checked, it was like 131/74. It's almost like shit. I don't have to get up and go run a mile, so it gets up a little bit. Yeah, I know I haven't had any problems since then, but man, that jacked me up. And my brother says it helped you for 4 days in a row, and he was only high for 1 day. And I said, yeah. And I said, so what'd you think? He goes, well, I don't want to be here when you do it again. I said, why not? And he goes, because you just kept walking or going, you're a jacked up mess. You're a jacked up mess. And I was. I was outside walking around. I didn't even know who the hell I was.
Kind of ashamed.
I know it. It wasn't my fault. I didn't do it. I didn't know. I don't do this crap.
That's why I said it kind of reminds me of me with my personality. You fight it. That's my point. You're fighting it. Which,
Yes, and that's why I sent him natural, not weird stuff.
Yes. And no.
Legal.
Yes. And that helps too. My brother and me, we have never been. No, we're not for drugs. We avoid them. We will not. We will not condone them. But my brother says, if they help you, Shane, then you'll get better and not die on me. He says,
Jason.
I will allow that. So he pushed me to actually take the first one. And then he's like pissed off because I'm walking around going, I'm jacked up, dude. I was out there with him going, what you doing? I'm jacked up. What you doing? Can I help? I mean, yeah, I was jacked up.
Sorry, you're sleepy, Scott.
Do what?
Scotty said he's sleepy tonight. Victor, you don't need the weird ones. I don't know.
To me, it's almost impossible to change that personality I share. There's no, I'll fight anything. I'll fight, a beer or whatever. I will not accept that. I can't. However.
Yeah, they said that wasn't a good idea either. That when I took it the first time, I didn't know what it was going to do to me, so I just kept drinking beer, like I always do. And son, I want to tell you what, that will jack you up, and it did.
This is like taking something for a headache out of something with codeine in it, and you're impatient in an hour. So you take another one. You take another one. Then it all hits you, and you go, "Oh my God!"
Yeah, then you're just all.
If I go to sleep, will I wake up breathing again? I don't know.
And that's it. Everything affects people differently, and that's why I don't take any pills except for what I know I can take. And vitamins, I take vitamins. Chew on vitamin C all day. Vitamin C tastes good because they're chewable.
Flintstone, vitamins.
They're nature made, but I can't take a multivitamin. There's
Like now, I
something in
can't
them that
stay
gives
up
me a
much
migraine.
longer. I know this, guys. I'm getting beat.
You're loud.
Hey, Bigfoot and Lake Perry. It's good to see y'all. Thank you for coming by.
Yeah, Bigfoot and Lake Prairie, man, that has been a long time.
I know. Need to.
Kind of feels quiet, doesn't it? I don't know. Like you're in the middle of the storm. On one side's the storm, on the other side's the calm, and you're right in the middle. It's just very strange.
Hey, Gigi, you say indica is yours, but you also said indica means in the couch because you can't move when you're. And see, I don't need that. I need something that gets me up and moving. So the what do they call this? Sativa gets me up and moving. I may not know who I am, but I'm up and moving, so I'm getting exercise. So yeah, it's been. I'm still struggling with trying to get my shit together because I'm only 50, and I got 30, 40 years that I should be able to live pretty nice. And I got a lot of people rooting for me, and I need to get out
Gotcha.
moving around, but I ought to be laid up in the couch.
Yeah.
And I know you sent me some shit and then you should sent me something that told me what it was. And I'm thinking, I'm going to be a jacked up mess again. I don't know if I'm ready for being jacked up. I don't like being jacked up. I like being in control. And that makes it tough. Hon.
Maybe you should try an hour or so a day of that relaxation thing. Just clear your mind.
Lake Perry,
Yeah,
I'm glad
well,
you listened.
It works. It does work, Shane. It does. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it.
oh well,
Believe me.
I go over there and lay down and just try to relax. But sometimes it's hard to do. Sometimes it's hard to do. And it's just because I'm going to tell you, and this is going to, I told my brother this. Sometimes I get scared
Yeah.
when I do certain things, especially things I'm not sure about. I get scared because I don't know what it's going to do to me.
Yeah.
So I don't want no one to go away. I want them to be right there. And my brother's like, I'll be here for you. But when he's not here and my nephew ain't here, I get scared.
We all
And
do.
it's not, trust me, I've never been scared of nothing in my life. But here where I'm at in my life right now it's like I get scared, guys. I get very scared.
Then we share something.
Yeah, and my brother always says, did you take one? I'm like, no, because no one's going to be around.
Mm.
And he's like, because
Excuse me.
I'm scared to do it. Trust me, it's not because I just don't know what my body's going to do. Because just because it does one thing one time doesn't mean your body's going to do the same thing the next time.
Mm.
You know, I could go into a raging fit and die, and I don't want that. I want someone here that can get me to somewhere that I can get some help. So I'm very scared. Don't get me wrong, guys. Yes,
And
I'm this big tough POS, but I'm gonna tell you, I get scared too.
well, a panic attack will scare anybody. I don't care who they are because it feels just like a heart attack.
And yes, I've been having them.
Yes,
And thank
and I have
God they
lived with
give me
them since I
some
was
medicine.
12. I know how it feels. And I know a lot of these people, even in chat, I know that some have PTSD. So I know that they know what those panic attacks feel like. And it's, yes, it is for real. Discernment, I agree.
Well, every morning, not every morning, but every other morning, I have one of those. My heart starts racing and shit, and I know what it is. And I'm laying in bed, so I don't know why I'm having a panic attack. Maybe it was a dream or what I'm thinking about. And I'll get up and I'll take my Bizperone and a one of my blood pressure medicines, and I'm like,
And food.
yes, food helps a bunch.
Yes, it does.
Yes, food helps a bunch. But anyway, that was one of them. And
In the Bible.
well,
I'm sorry, you might not agree with that, but
no, I'm not against it. I'm not against it. I just, well,
it
I'm in
sure helps me. I mean, not at the moment, but
right, bingo. And
after.
that's what I'm saying.
At the moment when you're in it, it's pacing. It's and I understand that wanting someone to be there because it is scary as heck.
Yes, it's very scary.
I don't
It's,
want to. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
no, go ahead, Blackwatch.
I don't want to invoke this in anybody. I know all too well that was started. I was on midnight on Sunday night, and I went in. I'd never seen a computer room. It's got two 40-ton air conditioners in it. It's cold, and right behind one was a little desk, and the IBM customer engineer went back there when he did it. By Monday night, I was behind her with my shirt on. I didn't know what it was. Going in Tuesday night, I never made it. That's all it was a panic attack at about 80 miles an hour. So yeah, I'm not even going to describe it to you because I want to forget it. It took me 4 months. It took me a year to.
I'm going to tell y'all something. You can get them on eBay. One is called Hug Sleep, and the other one is called a Sleep Pod. And I think both of those are footless, but it's just a slight compression to like make you feel hugged. And I know that sounds crazy, but we all know hugs work. That's why you keep wanting to be hugged so bad.
I haven't had one since a panic attack since it was 86.
I'm going to show myself sitting here in this crazy place, but oh well. I'm going to show you something else. If you go like this and just pat, it's like it's like hugging yourself. And I know it sounds crazy, but just try it.
No, it's not. I do that all the time. You put your arms under your armpits and go around, and you hold yourself. Is that what you mean?
Well, this is just like putting your hands on your shoulders. I mean, I don't know that I can wrap my arms around myself. Nope, can't do that. But you just put your hands on your shoulders and pat. And I mean, there's several exercises that you can do that help to relieve that anxiety.
Well, like I said, I don't have them anymore since then.
Well,
My little stuff, you'll see it in here. I'm not serious. I'm never serious. I laugh at it. I laugh at I'll be at work. There's 3 job streams. Stuff's got to go out. One goes down. You got to stay for lunch. All of them go down. Section head losing his mind. I'm waiting for the printout to come out. I'm laughing. I go for lunch. I don't care. Just a job.
That's great, Scotty. You know what? There are some people I have known too that when they hug you, it's like you feel this instant, it's almost like healing. And there's only 2 people I know like that their hugs are just, you I don't even know how to explain it. You just feel it all the way through you.
Yeah. I hate to say it, but I did it with my wife and my daughter. I was the one hugging them. So, it's...
My mother doesn't give hugs. She uses the tips of her fingers and just kind of pats you on the shoulder. And it's like I have cooties or something. And so
here's the deal. When someone hugs you, you can always feel the energy from them, and that is when they truly mean it, or they're just hugging you because it's a hello, how you doing. There's a big difference, and I want to tell you that I'm going to say this: when you're being hugged by somebody that truly cares, that will radiate through you. It will radiate through your body. And it makes you open your eyes and start looking at the world instead of looking at your wants. Trust me, I got a lot of wants. Hell, I can want a lot of damn things, but it's not what I need.
Remember, sorry.
I'm isn't that weird that I mean I'm seeing people not married to huggers, and I'm a huggy person and I need hugs, and so that would be a issue for me right away.
Yeah. I told you about my first son-in-law about, I warned him about the gas dryer, the house, the fire, which it did. My daughter didn't wake up at 2 a.m. on the Chesterfield. But anyway, so she said she stayed at across the street for a while. And she said to my wife, I was divorced, said, don't call him. Well, somebody let that go, and I went up in the truck. And she had a big, heavy coat on. It's a fire. What are you going to put on? And she's sitting on the steps, and she's got to be 30, 35, 30. Anyway, I walked up to her. She ran at me, arms around my neck. I had a hold of her just like you said. And I said, for God's sake, don't wrap your legs around me because I can't hold it both. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hug just like that. I told her, you're too big to wrap your legs around me anymore. I can't hold us both up. But, yeah. Yeah. Shane?
Yes, sir.
The helicopter's coming. We're going over to Bonnie's to give her a hug.
Well, if the helicopter's coming, I'm in trouble because they're probably going to metaflight my dumb ass.
Oh, you mean I got to just run along? Okay. But anyway, you're right, Bonnie. You can feel it.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's it. You can always feel when a hug is real or when the love is real. And that's the biggest thing is
Discernment.
yes.
Get your blood checked for that, because that's how I started. And then I went into malnutrition. Or if you don't want to get your blood checked, check the way you're eating, get some vitamins. That vertigo, man, that's a sucky thing too.
Yep. But it's no fun when you're always the one giving out the hugs and you don't get it back, but that's life.
Yes.
Well, and that's part of life, and that's how you know who
Well,
real
and
love is, whether it's your brother, your sister, your cousin, your neighbor, that's how you know what love is. Is now if they
it's not
truly
only
love who you are, you will
it's
feel that love.
it's not only that. It's okay. This is how it was explained to me. Like you, you're this pot sitting on the stove with a pot full of chili. Okay, every time you give a hug or you give something of yourself to someone else, you're taking out of that pot. And every time someone else gives you a hug or gives you something of themselves, they're putting into that pot. So if you're giving more than you're getting back, what's going to happen? Because it's sitting there simmering this whole time,
Eventually, your pot's going to run dry.
Mm-hmm.
it's going to burn. And then you have burnout. And that's when all the crap starts happening.
Yeah.
And it's bad for your health, it's bad for your mental state and everything. And that's why I keep saying everyone's got to just be kind and loving, because even just a kind word, you really look nice today, and or I really like the way your hair looks, or anything like that, is putting into that pot. It doesn't have to be physical. Just kindness. Just
I'm sorry, you're making me giggle. Uh,
oh, I'm
Yeah.
funny.
no, no. It's that private Zoom with Gary, and he's ready to call me everything under the sun. And he starts, and I said, "Come here, Gary. You need a hug." I'm sorry. It's too fresh on my mind. But you're right. You're right, Bonnie. It is.
It is. It is.
It
And
is.
it's all in how you.
Good night, Lake Fairy. I hope you sleep well, hon.
Like Barry, sorry to see you go. Yeah, it's all in how people perceive.
Vertigo is when you are off balance. All of a sudden, your balance is just gone, and it feels like you're just you're walking unstable. It's
If you want to see it, go see the movie. I think it was Jimmy Stewart did it. Vertigo.
Well, I think
yeah.
it, it's the equal to equilibrium, because if your ears get all screwed up, man, you can't walk, you can't function, you can't do shit.
Yes, and it can be from an ear infection. It can be from
Yes.
the first time I got it was when my grandmother passed, because she was my rock. She was the one that raised me. She was everything to me, and I was blessed to have her till she was 86 years old. But um, of course, a nurse said, "No, it's not because of that." And I said, "Well, it's funny that that's when it happened. Lasted about 6 months, and it went away." And then the second time it happened is whenever um, it was just before I got sick. I got pneumonia, went in, um, my eyes started getting bad, and that's when I found out I had malnutrition. Had no idea. I just started losing weight and didn't know why.
No fun.
Yeah, that's what it feels like you're walking in a fun house. There you go.
Hmm.
I was
Bonnie,
thinking like an elevator.
Bonnie,
What, hon?
I'm gonna stay here for about 10 minutes,
Okay,
and then I'm going to bail.
I understand. We've been going for quite a while now.
Yeah, I don't know how long you've been gone. I can't. I can't see it. I ain't got another screen or anything. Sit.
Oh,
My
2.5 hours.
yeah.
A little over 3 hours.
Is it 3? Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I've been sitting in the dark too long.
Coming. Seems like we're always running.
Gabapentin. Yeah, that'll do it.
Rolling through the motions every day. I can lean in and hold you, or act like I don't even know you. Seems like you could care less either way.
You better change your taste in music and step it up a bit.
I like my country music. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, that's all down. Got to step it up a little higher. How about some Janis Joplin or something?
Janis Joplin,
Yeah.
son, you're dropping the 60s on me.
Yeah, well, before Clyde Davis found her.
Let me see if I can think of a different one. That was just something that was in my head and I couldn't get it out of there. So I had to,
You want one that'll get you going? You won't be able to get it out of your head from her?
No. Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
No, there's
No, I don't want that one whatsoever. And that was
there's another little ditty she did. I like to do a song with great political and social import, and it goes like this. Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? My friends all drive Porsches. I must make amends. Worked hard all my lifetime. No help from my friends. Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? You know the rest of it?
no, and don't care to hear any more of it.
It
Just to be
Excuse
honest,
me.
I'm sorry.
I
was
was just fixing to say, Black Watch. I
well,
am amazed. That's the first time I've heard you sing.
I could
Awesome.
do all of those folks. Janice,
Good job.
me and Bobby McGee.
Yeah, me and Bobby McGee.
I
Why,
go
Bonnie,
back
what do you want to hear? Because I think it'll be long, and I'm going to have to go to lay me down in softly whispers. What do you want to hear? I can't do much, I'm sure, because I'm sure my voice is wrecked tonight.
Oh, let's see.
If I had a hammer.
Victor, shut it down, please.
Put these things in your head. Why you have to take a pound of that stuff to get it out of your head? Welcome to my life.
That's what I get all the time. No one likes my singing, but I do it anyway, whether they like it or not.
I do.
No, I can do it better than what I did. But
It's my channel. I like it.
She only likes it because she's infatuated, and it's not like because I'm good. She just.
Gigi, that would be fun, but I don't know what happened to my voice. It just went wonky.
nothing wrong with your voice from this side. I'll tell you that.
Well, when I start singing, there is.
If people
Yeah.
had the nerve could do a karaoke night, that's what Juju says. Well, yeah, no. We used to do it all the time. Matter of fact, I got all the karaoke equipment you ever wanted to see or needed. It was like
Shane, we know you would do it.
Yeah, it was like, well, I never did it. I have stage fright. So I never did it. My brother did, and he's friggin' phenomenal.
But see, on here, you're just a black square, so.
Right. And that's why I do that. Because sometimes there's just stupid shit that pops in my mind, and I want to say something or sing something.
Do you remember Alex, Bonnie, that we told you about?
I think so.
He has CP.
Mm-hmm.
That somebody down there sent him 2 monitors. He works at 911, so they did the exchange of hardware. And anyway, he wanted a color TV, another color TV. It didn't have to be smart. And that's what I did for them in one of the Zooms. The second verse goes, oh Lord, won't you buy me a color TV? Dialing $4 is trying to find me. I wait for the delivery each day until 3. Oh Lord, won't you buy me a color TV? And that's what I played for him. He didn't like it either.
That song's from like 1943.
No, Joplin made it up in one of her little spaced out cadet things.
Oh, okay.
I have heard that song.
It's
Just a-
called Mercedes-Benz.
Yes.
This is around Woodstock time. She did that with Big Brother and the Holding Company. But anyway,
Yep. Very good, Blacklight.
nah, just you should see when my son-in-law walks in here and I don't know he's here. I'm certifiable.
Uh-oh. Well, yeah.
No, I know how. I know all the words to all of it. They're easy to memorize.
Yeah.
Like Black Velvet, that little boy's smile.
Hey, Bonnie,
Yes, dear.
did you send a jar of them gummies to your house?
To my house?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Hmm.
Because of the medication that I'm on, I don't know that I can do that.
Yeah, well, that's what I said too, but
I know you're just doing it anyway, comatose.
yeah, I'm just still
Oh.
chewing on them.
Oh. All right, guys, I'm going to shut it down for the night. Been over 3 hours, but I have really enjoyed the chat.
Oh, absolutely. No, everybody was enjoyable.
Yep.
Shane and I don't mind coming on here and making a fool out of ourselves. It's fun, isn't it, Shane?
Oh, absolutely. No, I don't care. What are they going to do? They're going to beat me up for being me? Wow, that's great. I don't give two shits.
It's sad that some people feel the need to do that. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, and I've seen a few in the chat that's probably not our friends, but yet they come here because they like to try to gather information and take it back over to another channel that has. But I don't care. I really don't give two shits.
I don't care either. They can talk about me all they want.
Oh yeah, that's
They're
me.
talking
I
about
really
me.
don't
They're
give
not.
two shits.
They're leaving someone else alone.
That's it. No, I got broad shoulders. Pick on me. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Shit.
Just
We're
say
in, we're in YouTube land. What can they
It's
do?
not bad. Sorry, guys.
just invite them backstage for a group hug. That's all.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yes, Victor, you're my friend.
Yes, Victor. I like the shit out of Victor. He's a good dude. He's always been kind to me. I like that shit out of him.
He's been here from the get-go.
Yeah, he's
He's
been here
in.
a long
You have a
time.
good night.
Just be careful.
Discernment, GG. All of y'all have a good night. Try to get some good sleep.
Gigi's been here a long time too, but she's been kind of distant.
Yeah.
But Victor, yes, no, I like the shit out of you. You've always been good to me, and I appreciate that.
Did you know about Gigi? She's on parole for double parking her tricycle again.
Exactly. Discernment.
Yeah, she's probably she probably is.
I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all have a good night. Get some sleep. Love y'all.
Yeah, 'cause it ain't gonna take long, and I'm out of here.